This story is the reason you should never trust a quiet neighborhood. Because in quiet neighborhoods, no one hears you scream. A 4-year-old girl, tucked into bed, kissed goodnight, sleeping with her favorite stuffed bunny. Her father checked on her at midnight. She was right there, safe, breathing, dreaming. By sunrise, the bed was empty. The bunny was on the floor, and the back door was wide open. No broken windows, no alarms, no screams, just silence. And a monster who only needed one thing to take her, an unlocked door. We're going back to Elmwood, Illinois, where one family's ordinary Tuesday became every parent's worst nightmare. And if even one person watches this video and decides to lock their doors tonight, then it's worth it.
Welcome to Nightmare Crimes, where every story blurs the line between fact and fear. Some say they're true, others hope they're not. You don't decide, you do. Subscribe and step into the unknown.
Now, if you're listening right now, help me prove something wrong. My mother told me I'd never even reach 1,000 subscribers. She said nobody cares about stories like this. But I believe cases like Lily Harper's deserve to be heard. I believe the forgotten victims deserve a voice. So if you think she's wrong, subscribe. Right now, help me show her that these nightmares matter. Because this story, it's about to change the way you sleep tonight. Let's get into it. Elmwood, Illinois. Population, 8,000. Crime rate, almost zero. The kind of town where you forget to lock your car, because, why would you? The kind of place where kids ride bikes until the streetlights flicker on. Where neighbors bring casseroles when you're sick. Where the biggest scandal is someone's dog digging up Mrs. Patterson's tulips. You know this town. Maybe you live in this town. Maybe you grew up in one just like it. Safe. Boring. Perfect. And that's exactly what Sarah and Mike Harper believed when they bought their 2-story home on Maple Crest Drive. A quiet cul-de-sac. A big backyard with a swing set. The kind of house where you raise a family and grow old together. Let me tell you about the Harpers. Because before you understand the nightmare, you need to understand what was stolen. Mike Harper, 34 years old, built like a linebacker, gentle like a teddy bear. He was a firefighter, the guy who runs into burning buildings while everyone else runs out. Kids in the neighborhood called him Mr. Mike and begged him to show off the fire truck. He coached Little League, fixed everyone's lawnmowers. The kind of man who made you feel safe just standing next to him. Sarah Harper, 32, third-grade teacher at Elmwood Elementary. You know that teacher who changed your life? The one who believed in you when no one else did? That was Sarah. Warm smile, endless patience. The mom who hosted every play date, baked cupcakes for every birthday, and somehow made it all look effortless. High school sweethearts. Married 10 years. Still held hands in public. Disgusting, right? In the best way. And then, there was Lily Harper, 4 years old in the summer of 2017. Blonde curls that bounced when she ran. Blue eyes so big they looked like they held entire oceans. A giggle so contagious it could cure a bad day. Lily collected rocks, not special rocks, just rocks. She'd shove them in her pockets and present them like treasure. Mommy, look, this one's sparkly. She hugged everyone. Strangers at the grocery store. The mailman. That one neighbor who never smiled. Until Lily waved at him. Her favorite book? Uni the Unicorn. She made her dad read it every single night. Same book. Same silly voices. She never got tired of it. She slept with a stuffed bunny named Mr. Flopsy. Couldn't sleep without him. If Mr. Flopsy fell off the bed, Lily would wake up screaming until someone rescued him. She was afraid of thunderstorms. Loved macaroni and cheese. Wanted to be a princess and a firefighter, like Daddy. She was everything. And here's what breaks me about this case. The Harpers weren't careless people. They weren't neglectful. They didn't leave their kid alone at night to go party. Mike checked the locks. Sarah set routines. They talked about safety, taught Lily about strangers, about staying close. They did everything right. But here's the cruel truth nobody tells you about evil. It doesn't care how good you are. It doesn't care how safe your neighborhood is. It waits. It watches. And it only needs you to slip up once. One forgotten door. One exhausted night. One tiny crack in the armor you didn't even know existed. And that's exactly what happened on August 14th, 2017. A Tuesday. A nothing day. The last normal day the Harpers would ever have. Before we go further, I want you to think about something. Picture your home. Right now, picture your doors. Your front door. Your back door. That side door you barely use. The garage entry. The sliding glass door you always forget about. Are they locked? Right now? Are you sure? Because someone checked the Harper's doors that night. And one of them wasn't. Now, let's go back to that night. The night everything changed. August 14th, 2017. Let me walk you through this day, minute by minute. Because the devil? He's in the details. 6:15 a.m. Mike's alarm goes off. He groans. Hits snooze twice, like he always does. Sarah elbows him. You're gonna be late. He mumbles something about 5 more minutes. He doesn't get 5 more minutes. Little footsteps come padding down the hallway. The door creaks open. And suddenly, 40 pounds of blonde curls launches onto the bed. Daddy, wake up. I'm hungry. Lily, wide awake. Bouncing. Already talking about the dream she had. Something about a purple dog and a castle made of cookies. She doesn't stop talking for the next 20 minutes. Mike makes pancakes. Mickey Mouse shaped, Lily's favorite. She drowns them in syrup. Gets it in her hair. Sarah sighs, but she's smiling. Just a normal morning. Nothing special. Remember that. 7:45 a.m. Mike leaves for his shift at the firehouse. 24 hours on, 48 off. It's going to be a long one. He hugs Lily extra tight at the door. She giggles. Daddy, you're squishing me. That's 'cause I love you, Munchkin. Love you more. Impossible. He kisses Sarah. Tells her he'll be home around midnight. She waves from the porch. She watches his truck disappear down the street. She doesn't know it yet. But that's the last time Mike Harper will ever hold his daughter. The rest of the day? Ordinary. Painfully ordinary. Sarah takes Lily to the park. They feed ducks. Lily tries to catch one, fails adorably. They get ice cream. Strawberry. Lily's favorite. Home by noon. Lunch. Nap time, Lily fights it, but loses. Afternoon. Backyard. Sprinklers. Lily runs through them screaming with joy. The neighbor's kid comes over. They play until dinner. 6:30 p.m. Sarah grills burgers on the back patio. Nothing fancy. Lily helps by holding the spatula and doing absolutely nothing useful. They eat outside. Watch the sunset. Catch fireflies in a jar. Let them go because they have families too, Mommy. Perfect summer evening. The kind you take for granted. The kind you don't photograph because you think there'll be 1,000 more just like it. 8:15 p.m. Bath time. Lily splashes everywhere. Sarah's shirt is soaked. She doesn't care. 8:30 p.m. Bedtime routine. Pajamas, the ones with little unicorns. Teeth brushed mostly. Mr. Flopsy retrieved from under the bed where he was hiding from dragons. Sarah sits on the edge of Lily's bed. Pink walls. Nightlight glowing. Glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. Mike put them up last summer. Which book tonight, baby? Lily grins. Holds up Uni the unicorn. Same book. Every night. Sarah reads it. Does the voices. Lily giggles at the same parts she always giggles at. Story ends. Kisses. Forehead. Nose. Both cheeks. Chin. Their little ritual. Good night, my love. Night, Mommy. Tell Daddy to come kiss me when he gets home. I will, baby. Sarah turns off the lamp. Leaves the nightlight on. Closes the door halfway. Exactly how Lily likes it. She pauses in the hallway. Listens. Silence. She smiles. Her daughter is safe. Warm. Sleeping. She walks downstairs. And here's where it happens. The moment. The tiny, meaningless, ordinary moment that changes everything. 8:47 p.m. Sarah cleans up from dinner. Loads the dishwasher. Wipes the counters. Thinks about the laundry she didn't fold. The back door. The sliding glass door leading to the patio where they grilled. Where they caught fireflies. Where they watched the sunset. It's still unlocked. Sarah walks past it. She's carrying dishes. Hands full. Mind elsewhere. She thinks, I'll lock it in a minute. She puts the dishes down. And then, her phone buzzes. It's her sister. Something about weekend plans. They start texting. The minute passes. The door stays unlocked. It's fine, she thinks. Mike will be home in a few hours. This is Elmwood. Nothing happens here. She moves to the living room. Puts on a show. Folds some laundry, finally. 10:45 p.m. She's exhausted. Eyes heavy. The TV's still on, but she's not watching anymore. I'll just close my eyes for a second. Mike will wake me when he gets home. She falls asleep on the couch. The back door? Still unlocked. Now let me tell you about the monster. Victor Kane. 32 years old. No fixed address. No job. No family who claimed him. On paper? Petty criminal. Theft. Trespassing. Peeping Tom charges in 2 states. Nothing violent, not officially. But if you talk to people who'd encountered him, different story. The gas station clerk who said he stared at her for 40 minutes without buying anything. The woman who caught him outside her window 3 nights in a row. The children who said a creepy man watched them at the playground. Nothing anyone could prove. Nothing that kept him locked up. He drifted. Town to town. State to state. Always moving before people asked too many questions. And he had a method. Kane didn't break into homes. No smashed windows. No kicked in doors. Too risky. Too loud. He tested doors. Every night. Walking through quiet neighborhoods. Nice ones. Safe ones. The kind where people got comfortable. Got lazy. He'd walk up driveways in the dark. Try the handle. Gently. Quietly. Locked. He moves on. Unlocked. An invitation, he called it. They left it open for me. They wanted me to come in. Sick. Twisted logic. The kind that makes your stomach turn. But that was Victor Kane. August 14th, 2017. Around 11:30 p.m. Kane is in Elmwood. He's been scoping the town for 3 days. Watching. Waiting. Learning which houses have dogs. Which have cameras. Which have men who come home late. He walks down Maple Crest Drive. Past the Johnson's house. Locked. Past the Nguyen's. Locked. Past the Rylas. Dog barks. He moves on. Then, the Harper house. Quiet. Dark. 1 car in the driveway. Means someone's probably not home. He walks up the side yard. Slow. Silent. Tests the back door. The handle gives. It slides open. No alarm. No dog. No resistance. An invitation. Kane steps inside. He doesn't take anything from the kitchen. Doesn't touch the TV. Doesn't go through drawers. He goes straight upstairs. He's done this before. He knows what he's looking for. The door with the pink paint. The unicorn sticker. The glow from underneath. He opens it. Slowly. And there she is. Lily Harper. 4 years old. Sleeping peacefully. Blonde curls spread across the pillow. Thumb near her mouth. Mr. Flopsy tucked under her arm. She doesn't hear him. She doesn't wake up. She doesn't scream. Kane lifts her from the bed. Gently. Carefully. Like he's done it before. Lily stirs. Mumbles something. Nuzzles into his shoulder. Probably thinks it's her dad. He walks out of her room. Down the stairs. Past Sarah, still asleep on the couch, TV flickering. Out the back door. Into the night. Gone. The bunny. Mr. Flopsy. He fell during the lift. Landed on the floor next to the bed. Left behind. The only witness. I want you to sit with that for a second. A child. Taken from her bed. While her mother slept 20 feet away. No sound. No struggle. No alarm. Just silence. And an unlocked door. I have to stop here for a moment. Because if you're a parent listening to this, I know what you're feeling right now. That cold knot in your stomach. That urge to go check on your kids. To go lock every door in your house. Do it. I'm serious. Pause this video. Go check. I'll wait. Okay. You back? Good. 5:43 a.m. August 15th, 2017. The sun isn't up yet. That thin gray light before dawn. The world is quiet. Peaceful. Sarah Harper's eyes flutter open. She's still on the couch. Neck stiff. TV still on. Some infomercial about blenders. The living room is cold. She forgot to turn up the thermostat. She blinks. Confused. Disoriented. What time is it? Did Mike come home? She sits up. Rubs her eyes. Sees his boots by the door. Oh good. He's home. She stretches, yawns, thinks about coffee, thinks about crawling into bed for another hour before Lily wakes up demanding pancakes. But then, a thought. Lily. She didn't hear her all night. Usually, Lily wakes up at least once. Needs water. Has a bad dream. Drops Mr. Flopsy. Last night. Nothing. She must have slept through. That's good. She needed it. But something feels off. You know that feeling? That prickle at the back of your neck. That whisper in your gut that says something is wrong, even when your brain hasn't caught up yet. Sarah feels it. She doesn't know why. She stands up anyway. Walks toward the stairs. Bare feet on cold hardwood. I'll just peek in. Just to see her. Just to watch her breathe for a second. Every parent does this. That quiet moment where you stand in the doorway and watch your child sleep. Remind yourself they're real. They're safe. They're yours. Sarah walks upstairs. The hallway is dark. Quiet. Lily's door is open. Halfway. Just like Sarah left it. She pushes it open slowly. Doesn't want to wake her. The night light is still glowing. Pink walls. Glow in the dark stars. And the bed. Empty. The bed is empty. Covers pulled back. Pillows still dented where her head was. But no Lily. Sarah blinks. She's probably in the bathroom. Or she crawled into our bed with Mike. Lily. Her voice is calm. Curious. Not panicked. Not yet. She checks the bathroom. Empty. Checks her bedroom. Mike is there. Still in his uniform. Passed out on top of the covers. Alone. Lily? Baby, where are you? Louder now. A crack in her voice she doesn't recognize. She goes back to Lily's room. Looks under the bed. In the closet. Behind the curtains. Maybe she's playing hide and seek. She does that sometimes. Hides and waits for us to find her. Lily, this isn't funny. Come out. Nothing. She runs downstairs. Kitchen. Living room. Dining room. Pantry. Lily hid in there once. Lily. Screaming now. Full volume. Voice breaking. Mike jolts awake upstairs. Hears Sarah screaming. Heart stops. Sarah? What's wrong? He's down the stairs in seconds. Finds his wife in the kitchen. Pale. Shaking. Eyes wild. Mike. Mike, I can't find her. I can't find Lily. What do you mean you can't? She's not in her bed. She's not anywhere. I checked everywhere. Mike's brain can't process it. Doesn't make sense. Kids don't just disappear. Okay. Okay, calm down. She's here. She has to be here. He searches. Every room. Every closet. Under every bed. Behind every door. Lily. Lily, answer Daddy. Nothing. He checks the garage. The backyard. The front porch. And then, he sees it. The back door. Sliding glass. Leading to the patio. Wide open. Not just unlocked. Open. He steps onto the patio. Dew on the grass. Cool morning air. And there, in the soft earth near the fence. Footprints. Adult-sized footprints. Leading away from the house. Mike's legs give out. He grabs the door frame. Can't breathe. Can't think. No. 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 Behind him, Sarah is screaming. He can hear her, but it sounds far away. Like he's underwater. Mike. Where is she? Where's my baby? He doesn't answer. He can't. Because in that moment, standing in the doorway, staring at those footprints, Mike Harper realizes something that will destroy him. He checked on Lily last night. Midnight. When he got home from his shift. She was there. Sleeping. Safe. He kissed her forehead. Whispered, I love you, Munchkin. She was right there. And sometime between then and now, someone came into his house. Walked past his sleeping wife. Took his daughter. And he didn't hear a thing. 5:58 a.m. Sarah calls 911. I want you to hear this. Because this call, it haunts me. Dispatcher. 911. What's your emergency? Sarah. Hyperventilating. My daughter is gone. Someone took her. Please, you have to help me. Please. Dispatcher. Ma'am, I need you to slow down. What do you mean your daughter is gone? Sarah. She was in her bed. She was in her bed and now she's not and the door is open and there's footprints and sobbing. Oh God. Oh God. Someone took my baby. Dispatcher. Ma'am, what's your address? Sarah, 742, Maple Crest Drive. Elmwood. Please hurry. Please. She's only 4. She's only 4 years old. Dispatcher. Units are on the way. Stay on the line with me. What's your daughter's name? Sarah. Lily. Her name is Lily. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she was wearing unicorn pajamas, and breaks down completely. Mike. In background, give me the phone. Sarah. Sarah, give me the phone. Shuffling. Mike. This is Mike Harper. I'm a firefighter. Station 7. Someone entered our home overnight and took our daughter. Back door was unlocked. There are footprints leading away from the property heading east toward Miller's Creek. You need to get units here now. Every unit. She's been gone at least 5 hours. Maybe more. His voice cracks on the last word. The tough firefighter broke it. Dispatcher. Sir, help is on the way. Stay where you are. Don't touch anything. Mike, just find her. Please. Just find my little girl. 6:07 a.m. First patrol car arrives. Officer Danny Reeves, 12 years on the force. Knows the Harpers. His kid plays on the same little league team Mike coaches. He walks in expecting what? A misunderstanding? A kid hiding in a closet? He sees Mike's face. He knows. Within 30 minutes, the house is swarming. Local police. State troopers. FBI notified. Crime scene tape goes up. Neighbors come outside. Whispers spread. The Harper girl. Someone took her. Right out of her bed. The Amber Alert goes out at 7:15 a.m. Amber Alert, Elmwood, Illinois. Missing, Lily Marie Harper. Age, 4 years old. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Last seen wearing pink unicorn pajamas. Last known location, 742, Maple Crest Drive. Contact Elmwood PD immediately with any information. Every phone in a 200-mile radius lights up. The nightmare goes public. By noon, Elmwood is unrecognizable. Helicopters circle overhead. Search dogs crisscross the woods behind Miller's Creek. Volunteer groups form, hundreds of people. Teachers, neighbors, complete strangers who saw the news and couldn't just sit at home. They search everywhere. Abandoned barns, drainage ditches, dumpsters, every car trunk in a 5-mile radius. Nothing. The FBI sets up a command center in the elementary school gym, the same school where Sarah taught. Her classroom is 30 feet away. Drawings from her students still on the walls. They interview everyone. Neighbors. The mailman. The guy who delivered pizza last week. Anyone who might have seen something. Anything. One neighbor, Mrs. Delgado, 3 houses down, remembers something. Last night, around 11:30, I let my dog out and saw a van. White van. No windows in the back. It was parked on the street. I thought it was weird, but I didn't think. Her voice breaks. I should have called someone. I should have. A white van. Every cop in 3 states starts looking. And through all of this, Sarah and Mike. I can't describe to you what they looked like. Because devastated isn't a strong enough word. Broken doesn't capture it. Sarah hasn't stopped shaking since 5:45 a.m. They gave her something to calm her down. She refused to take it. I need to be awake. When they find her, I need to be awake. When they find her. Not if. She can't say if. Mike is a different kind of destroyed. He's not crying. Not shaking. He's just still. Staring at the wall. Answering questions in a monotone voice. But his hands? Clenched so tight his knuckles are white. He wants to hit something. Break something. Find whoever did this, and he can't. He's helpless. The man who runs into burning buildings can't do anything but sit and wait. And here's the thing that's eating him alive. The thing he'll never forgive himself for. He checked on Lily at midnight. She was right there. If he had just stayed awake. If he had walked through the house. If he had noticed the back door. He could have stopped this. He knows it's not logical. Knows it's not fair. Doesn't matter. He'll carry that guilt until the day he dies. By nightfall, the search has covered 12 square miles. No Lily. No white van. No leads. The news vans are camped outside the Harper house. Reporters doing live shots. Breaking, desperate search for missing 4-year-old continues. The whole country is watching now. But watching doesn't bring her back. That first night, the town of Elmwood doesn't sleep. Sarah refuses to leave Lily's room. She sits on the bed, holds Mr. Flopsy, the bunny that was left behind. She keeps smelling it, because it smells like her daughter. Mike sits outside on the porch, staring at the road, waiting. Maybe she'll just walk up the driveway. Maybe this is all a mistake. Maybe she doesn't come. And deep down, he knows. Every hour that passes, every minute, the chances get smaller. Everyone knows the statistic. First 24 hours are critical. After that, nobody says it out loud, but they're all thinking it. And somewhere out there, miles away, Victor Kane is driving. Windows down, radio on. He's smiling. I have to be honest with you right now. This part of the story, it breaks me every time. Because I keep thinking about Sarah. Sitting on that bed, holding that bunny, waiting for a knock on the door that says, "We found her." I keep thinking about Mike, the man who saves people for a living, sitting on that porch, helpless. And I think about Lily, 4 years old, waking up in a stranger's van, scared, confused, crying for her mommy and daddy, not knowing if anyone is coming for her. Day 2. The FBI has taken over. Special Agent Maria Santos, 15 years with the Bureau, specializing in child abduction cases. She's seen things that would break most people. She doesn't break. But when she walks into the Harper home, when she sees Sarah clutching that stuffed bunny, when she sees the pink bedroom with the empty bed, she pauses, just for a second. Then she gets to work. Because here's what Agent Santos knows, what every investigator knows in cases like this. The clock is ticking. Every hour that passes, the chances of finding Lily alive drop dramatically. The first 24 hours? Critical. After 48 hours? Statistics become nightmares. They're already past the 24-hour mark. They need a break. Fast. What do they have? Not much. The back door, unlocked. No fingerprints. Wiped clean. Or he wore gloves. Footprints in the backyard. Size 11 men's boot. Common brand. Sold in every Walmart in America. Tire tracks near the end of the street. Investigators cast them. Standard tire. Could match thousands of vehicles. Mrs. Delgado's statement. White van. No windows in back. No plates she could remember. It was dark. I wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry. That's it. That's all they have. No witnesses who saw anyone enter or leave the house. No security cameras. This is Elmwood, remember? Nobody has security cameras in Elmwood. Nothing ever happens here. Until it does. But then, a break. Day 3. 4:47 p.m. A gas station. 32 miles east of Elmwood. Right off Interstate 74. The clerk, a 19-year-old kid named Marcus, is watching the news on his phone during a slow shift. Sees the Amber Alert. Sees Lily's face. Something clicks. Wait. He rewinds in his mind. 2 nights ago. Late. Around 1 a.m. A white van pulled in. Guy came inside. Bought cigarettes. Energy drinks. A bag of chips. Paid cash. Nothing weird about that. Except, Marcus remembers looking past the guy. Through the window. At the van. And he saw something move in the back. Just a flash. A small shape. Could have been anything. But now, after seeing the news, he's not sure it was nothing. He calls the tip line. Agents pull the security footage. And there he is. White male. Early 30s. Unshaven. Baseball cap pulled low. Keeps his head down, like he knows where the cameras are. The van is visible through the window. White. No rear windows. And if you look closely, frame by frame, you can see it. The van rocks slightly. Something is moving inside. Agents enhance the plate. Partial red. Run it through the system. The van is registered to a woman in Indiana, reported stolen 6 weeks ago. But they have something else now. The man's face. Partial. Blurry. But enough. They run it through facial recognition. Cross-reference with known offenders in the area. And they get a hit. Victor Allen Kane. Born March 3, 1985. Gary, Indiana. Mother, drug addict. In and out of prison. Father, unknown. Never in the picture. Kane grew up in foster care. 13 different homes by the time he was 16. Abuse in at least 4 of them, documented. Ran away at 17. Lived on the streets. Drifted. His record? Let me read it to you. 1998. Age 13. Animal cruelty. Killed a neighbor's cat. To see what it felt like. Juvenile detention. 2001. Age 16. Peeping Tom. Caught watching a woman undress through her window. Probation. 2004. Age 19. Breaking and entering. But here's the thing. He didn't break anything. The door was unlocked. He walked in. Watched a family sleep for 45 minutes. Took nothing. Left. The homeowner woke up and saw him standing at the foot of their bed. Just watching. 2007. Age 22. Another peeping incident. This time, children's bedroom. Two little girls. Ages 6 and 8. He was watching them sleep. Arrested. Served 18 months. Released. 2010. Age 25. Suspected in the disappearance of a 5-year-old boy in Missouri. Never charged. Insufficient evidence. The boy was never found. 2012. Age 27. Caught again. Trespassing. Found inside a family's home at 3 a.m. Claimed the door was open. 2 years in prison. Released 2014. After that, he went underground. Moved constantly. Used fake names. Stayed off the grid. Until August 14, 2017. Until Lily Harper. I want you to understand something. Victor Kane wasn't a mystery. He wasn't an unknown threat that came out of nowhere. The system knew about him. He was arrested, convicted, flagged, and they let him go. Over and over and over again. Because his crimes were nonviolent. Because the prisons were full. Because nobody died that they could prove. The signs were all there. Escalating. Getting bolder. Getting darker. And nobody stopped him. Until it was too late. Once they have a name, everything accelerates. Kane's face is everywhere. Every news channel. Every police station. Every gas station and truck stop from Illinois to the East Coast. FBI 10 most wanted. Tips pour in. Hundreds. Thousands. I saw him at a rest stop in Ohio. He's in Kentucky. I swear it was him. My neighbor looks just like him. You should check. Most are dead ends. Mistaken identity. Paranoia. But the FBI is methodical. They track his patterns. His history. Where he's been. Where he might go. Kane likes rural areas. Avoids cities. Sticks to cash. Sleeps in his van or cheap motels that don't ask for ID. They set up a net. Every highway. Every border crossing. And they wait. Day 9. A motel outside Louisville, Kentucky. The Shady Pine Motor Lodge. The kind of place where you pay by the hour and nobody asks questions. The night manager, a guy named Earl, sees the news. Sees Kane's face. Holy SH. Room 7. The guy in room 7. Checked in 4 days ago. Paid cash. Said his name was Mike Williams. But Earl knows that face. He's looked at it every night when the guy comes back late and parks that white van around back. Earl doesn't call 911. He calls the FBI tip line directly. I've got him. Room 7. White van's parked in the back. He's here right now. 11:47 p.m. August 23, 2017. 9 days after Lily disappeared. 40 FBI agents. Local SWAT. State police. They surround the Shady Pine Motor Lodge. Silent. Precise. Room 7's light is on. Shadow moving behind the curtain. He's inside. The commander gives the signal. They breach. Kane doesn't run. He doesn't fight. He's sitting on the bed, watching TV, like he's been waiting for them. He looks up, smiles. Took you long enough. They cuff him, drag him outside, throw him in the back of an armored vehicle. And then, the search. They tear the room apart. The van. Every inch. Looking for Lily. She's not there. The room is empty. Just fast food wrappers. Dirty clothes. Cigarette butts. The van? Same. Cleaned out. Where's Lily? They interrogate him for 16 hours. 16 hours. No lawyer. Kane waves his right. Says he wants to talk. And God, what he says. I'm going to share parts of this confession. But you need to understand the evil they were dealing with. Agent Santos. Victor. Where's Lily Harper? Kane. Smiling Lily. Pretty name. Pretty girl. Agent Santos. Where's she, Victor? Kane. You know. That door was unlocked. I didn't break in. I was invited. Agent Santos, no one invited you into that home. Kane, the door says otherwise. An unlocked door is a welcome mat. They wanted me there. They just didn't know it yet. Agent Santos, did you take Lily Harper from her bedroom on the night of August 14th? Kane, long pause. She was so peaceful, sleeping like an angel. Didn't even wake up when I picked her up. Snuggled right into me. Thought I was her daddy. He laughed softly. Agent Santos, where did you take her? Kane, drove for a while. She woke up eventually. Cried a little. Asked for her mom. I told her mommy was coming soon. Agent Santos, where is she now, Victor? Kane, leans back, enjoying the moment. You know, there are people out there. People who want children. Desperately. Can't have their own. Adoption takes too long. Too many questions. Agent Santos, what are you saying? Kane, I'm saying, there's a market. A quiet one. You bring them a kid, young, healthy, no fuss, and they pay. Good money. Agent Santos, you sold her? Kane, shrugs, gave her a new family. Nice people. Couldn't have kids of their own. They'll take good care of her. Agent Santos, who are they? Names. Locations. Kane, smiles wider. That's the thing, sweetheart. I don't ask names. They don't give them. Cash transaction. Neutral location. I drop her off. They drive away. Everybody wins. Agent Santos, a child is not a transaction. Kane, unmoved, to you? No. To them? She was the answer to their prayers. Is it true? Did Victor Kane really sell Lily Harper into some underground black market adoption ring? Or was he lying? Playing games? Enjoying the power of knowing something they didn't? The FBI investigated. For months. Years. They found evidence that such networks exist, scattered, hidden, nearly impossible to trace. But they never found the buyers. They never found Lily. And Kane? He never gave another detail. No matter how many times they asked. No matter what deals they offered. He just smiled. Said, some doors should stay locked. October 2019. 2 years later. Victor Kane is found dead in his prison cell. Beaten. By other inmates. Apparently, even in prison, there are lines you don't cross. Crimes against children being the biggest one. They say he was unrecognizable. Face caved in. Ribs shattered. The guards didn't see anything. No one was ever charged. And Victor Kane took whatever he knew about Lily Harper to his grave. I need to stop here. Because this is the part that keeps me up at night. We don't know what happened to Lily. We may never know. Is she alive somewhere? Raised by strangers who bought her like property? Is she out there, 13 years old now, with no memory of the parents who loved her? Or is Kane's story a lie? A final act of cruelty? Designed to torture Sarah and Mike forever with false hope? I don't have the answer. And that's the hardest part. Some cases end with justice. With closure. With a body to bury and a sentence to serve. This one, just silence. An open wound that never heals. And two parents who will spend the rest of their lives checking every blonde girl's face. Wondering, is that her? Could that be my Lily? If you're still with me, thank you. These stories aren't easy to tell. They're not easy to hear. But I believe they matter. I believe Lily matters. And if even one person watches this video and decides to lock their doors tonight, then it's worth it. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Share this video. Let's make sure Lily's story reaches as many people as possible. Because somewhere out there, someone might know something. Someone might recognize a face, a detail, a memory, and maybe, just maybe, we can bring her home. Now, let's talk about what happened to Sarah and Mike. The aftermath, and the lesson that haunts every parent who hears this story. Stay with me. The aftermath. This is the part no one talks about. The part that comes after the cameras leave. After the search parties go home. After the candles burn out and the news cycle moves on to the next tragedy. What happens to the family left behind? Let me tell you about Sarah and Mike Harper. They tried to stay. For 6 months, they stayed in that house. The house where Lily took her first steps. The house where she blew out 4 birthday candles. The house where she was stolen from her bed. Sarah couldn't pass Lily's room without stopping. Sometimes she'd stand in the doorway for an hour, just staring, waiting. Like if she waited long enough, Lily would come running out saying, "Mommy, I was hiding. Did you find me?" She never came. Mike threw himself into the search. Every lead, every tip, every supposed sighting. He drove thousands of miles chasing ghosts. Missed work. Stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. He was running towards something he couldn't catch, and running away from a guilt that followed him everywhere. By February 2018, they couldn't do it anymore. The house, the street, the neighbors who looked at them with pity, the bedroom that still smelled like strawberry shampoo and baby powder. Every corner held a memory, and every memory was a knife. They sold the house, moved away from Elmwood, and somewhere in that process, they lost each other. I wish I could tell you their marriage survived, that they held on to each other through the darkness, that their love was stronger than the tragedy. But grief doesn't work that way. Not always. Sarah blamed herself. The door, the exhaustion, the text messages that distracted her. Mike blamed himself. The late shift, not checking the house when he got home, not being there. They never blamed each other. Not out loud. But the weight of it, it crushed them anyway. The divorce was finalized in 2019. Quiet. No fighting. Just two broken people who couldn't look at each other without seeing what they'd lost. But here's what I need you to know. They never stopped looking. Never. Sarah started a foundation. The Lily Harper Foundation. It provides home security systems to families who can't afford them. Funds education programs about child safety. Keeps Lily's face in the public eye. Every year, on August 14th, she releases butterflies. One for every year Lily's been gone. Mike, he left the fire department. Became a victim's advocate. Works with families of missing children. Holds their hands through the nightmare he knows too well. He still carries Lily's picture in his wallet. Still checks his phone every morning. Hoping. They're not together anymore. But they're both still fighting. Still waiting. Still believing, against all evidence, against all odds, that one day, their daughter might come home. Now, I didn't tell you this story to terrify you. I didn't tell it to make you paranoid. I told it because it could have been prevented. One unlocked door. That's all it took. So let's talk about what you can do. Right now? Tonight. To make sure this never happens to your family. Number 1. Lock every door. Every night. No exceptions. Not just the front door. The back door. The side door. The garage entry. The sliding glass door you never use. Make it a ritual. A checklist. Walk through your house every single night before bed and check every single entry point. But I live in a safe neighborhood. So did the Harpers. Number 2. Get a security system. It doesn't have to be expensive. Basic door and window sensors. A camera or two. Something that alerts you if a door opens when it shouldn't. Victor Kane avoided houses with alarms. He said so himself. He wanted easy targets. Don't be an easy target. Number 3. Motion sensor lights. Outside. Every entry point. Criminals hate light. They hate being seen. A $20 motion light from the hardware store could be the difference between a predator passing by and a predator walking in. Number 4. Know your neighborhood. Mrs. Delgado saw that white van. She thought it was weird. But she didn't call anyone. If she had, if she'd trusted her gut, maybe they would have caught Kane before he got to Lily. If you see something that doesn't feel right, call. You're not being paranoid. You're being a good neighbor. Number 5. Talk to your kids. Age appropriate. Calm. Not scary. Teach them about strangers. About staying close. About screaming and running if someone tries to take them. Practice it. Make it a game if you have to. But make sure they know. Number 6. Don't post your routines online. Your vacation dates. Your work schedule. When your kids are home alone. Predators watch. They learn. They plan. Don't give them the information they need. Number 7. Trust your gut. That feeling Sarah had the next morning? That prickle at the back of her neck? Your instincts are powerful. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Don't ignore it. Check on your kids. Check your doors. Act. Pause. Direct address. Sincere. I know this is a lot. I know it's scary. But knowledge isn't fear. It's power. The Harpers did everything right, almost. One tiny slip. One exhausted moment. One door. That's all it took. Don't let it take anything from you. Lily Harper would be 11 years old now. Maybe 12, depending on when you're watching this. She'd be in middle school. Probably obsessed with some pop star we've never heard of. Rolling her eyes at her parents. Begging for a phone. She'd still love rocks. I bet she would. The kind of kid who grows up to be a geologist or an artist or something beautiful. She'd have her mom's smile. Her dad's courage. And that giggle, that contagious, light-up-the-room giggle, it would still be there. I have to believe that. Because somewhere out there, Lily might be alive. She might be living under a different name, with people who told her a lie about where she came from. She might not even remember Elmwood, or Maple Crest Drive, or Mr. Flopsy, but her parents remember. And now, so do you. So tonight, when you go to bed, check your doors, kiss your kids, hold them a little tighter, because every night you have with them is a gift. And monsters? They only need you to forget that once. In memory of Lily Harper. And every child still waiting to be found. Lock your doors. Thank you for staying with me through this. I know it wasn't easy. This story, it stays with you. It's supposed to. If you're a parent, go hug your kids. Right now? I mean it. And if this video made you think, if it made you check your doors or consider getting that security camera or talk to your kids about safety, then Lily's story mattered. That's why I do this. Not for the views. Not to prove my mother wrong. Okay, maybe a little bit to prove her wrong. But because I believe that when we remember victims, we protect future ones. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit that bell. Share this video with a parent who needs to hear it. And drop a comment below. Tell me, what's one safety change you're making tonight? I read every single comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Lock your doors.